All right, let's talk Zach Wilson and his, it was a game. I thought that he did some things that I still liked, did some things that I don't love. He's still a work in progress. I think that's clearly what the case is if you're a Jets fan. Under 5 yards per attempt. That's not ideal, no matter how you look at it. The bright spot, though, is that they keep winning with him in the lineup. So you feel good about that, at least, that you're winning football games with Zach Wilson. Let's talk about how he played, the good, the bad, and everything in between. So we're going to start off with this play, which is both. I mean, this is Zach Wilson to a T right now, where it's going to be he runs a play action and rolls out towards the bottom of the screen, but I've circled a Denver player. He is going to be unblocked here, and he's going to actually read this play very well. Watch how right when this play begins, he rushes in, and Zach Wilson is in immediate danger. And this is the, concern with Zach Wilson and also part of the praise with Zach Wilson. It's both. It's that he's going to try and get out of the situation. He's not someone who says, let me just throw the ball away. And listen, in college, it's part of what got him to be the number 2 overall pick, because he would get away from these situations. And right here, he does get away from that situation. Again, he will get away from these situations. He will make great moves. The guy is an incredible athlete, and he will definitely show it. The issue, you're in another one of these situations now, Zach. So how many times are you going to be able to do it is the question. Wilson tries to scramble again and nearly fumbles the football. He was barely touched on that play, so a break that did not result in a fumble 6 there, but a mistake by Zach Wilson, no doubt about it. And so these are the, that's, if you're a Zach Wilson hater, what you say is like, listen, this guy needs to know when to call a play a loss, and that's maybe true. But let's go over here now. And if you cut out those bad plays, you also have to cut out good plays that he generates with this, because it's a 3rd down and 8. You have it's a blitz right here. I've circled in white the blitzing Denver player on this one. Watch him run in, and he gets completely untouched, and Wilson is able to avoid that pressure. Again, if this is Tom Brady just throws the ball into the ground, and on a 3rd down and 8, you have to punt. But Zach Wilson, with his never say die attitude, sometimes really can be a benefit. Now, much like that last play, there's going to be someone else who can try to make a tackle. Listen, until you step out of bounds or step into the end zone, there's always going to be a defender trying to tackle you. So, even if you get around one guy, yes, there is always going to be someone else. Wilson wants the first down, though, here. Wilson didn't make that great move just to slide and not get the first down. He's going to try and get the first down, but you also definitely don't want to be in position to where to get the first down, you're taking a colossal hit, because, you are the starting quarterback. Joe Flacco played all right when he was there, but if you want to be the guy, and you also want to just get these reps this season and don't want to get hurt because getting hurt sucks, then you got to make sure that you avoid that as well. And watch him make really a great juke move and be able to pick up a first down right there. So again, I don't think anyone's going to confuse him with Lamar Jackson, but that's a great move, and he definitely has the capability to do this type of stuff. So you're going to get some bad with it, but you're also going to get some good with it. Let's talk about some play actions now, because again, really good running game. I know that losing Breece Hall sucks due to injury. That's definitely a frustrating situation. I think they'll be okay. I think they'll still be able to run the ball effectively. That's how I view running backs. Is, on a human level, I feel very bad that there's an injury there. But from a football perspective, I actually do think they will be okay. But, it definitely is still going to be it's still going to hurt them. And, one of the ways that having just a good running game in general, because Hall's not even in on this play, but having a good running game in general does is it sets up plays like this. Watch. You're going to see Zach Wilson run the play action. You're going to see that he has a player who is completely wide open on this play. So you're feeling good about this. Worth mentioning, it's a 3rd down and 1. So, it's a really important play, especially with 8:50 left in the 4th quarter. I mean, very important play. You have a player wide open. You have to make this throw, and he is, but I have a nitpick here. You see Wilson really kind of holds for a bit. Doesn't throw it right away. I know that's a small thing and did not matter on this play, but I still would like to see Wilson just fire it a little bit quicker. That's all I want. I just want him to, still feels like the game moves a little fast for him. He's a half step behind in certain areas. Now, last year, it felt like he was 2 full steps behind. So he has improved a lot. And I do think that, he should be commended for how much he has improved from year 1 to year 2 at this stuff. But there's still room for improvement is all I'm saying. And like this one's another one, I guess I'm being relatively negative on Wilson. I didn't come in expecting to do that. Listen, Jets have been doing good. I'm a Zach Wilson guy. I think Zach Wilson's showing some nice things, but there's also some negatives here for sure. It's again a play action. You again have a tight end running over the middle. Okay, relatively simple stuff. Wilson's going to take the snap, and as is expected, you get somebody who is wide open once again. So, the last play, which was actually in the future, I'm showing these out of order, he threw it a little bit late. This play, he's going to do something else wrong. I mean, as you see, he overthrows it. I think he was trying to avoid the pressure. He was about to get hit, and he was trying to avoid getting clobbered there. But in doing that, he threw off balance, which he can do with some consistency. But on this play, too far off balance. It throws it incomplete. Listen, I don't care how good you are at throwing off balance. You'd always like to have your feet set, but I also get it. You don't want to take a hit. But, I mean, that cost you a first down right there. I mean, that was a second down and 3. Now it takes you to third down and 3. You'd really like to avoid that situation if possible. So, again, there still are some missed throws, and it's always these ones. It's always the easy ones. It's never the difficult throws that he misses. So, again, there's some negatives on tape for sure. But then I saw some plays like this, which I really did like, where it's going to be a zone coverage play. I love this play, in fact. If he did this last year, it would have been my favorite play of last year. That's how much I love this play, even though it probably went unnoticed for a lot of people. It's a zone coverage play. You have, two concepts on either side of the field that can work to get somebody open kind of underneath, close to the first down marker. I mean, they're basically the exact same concept. The only difference is that, on the offense's left, so towards the bottom of the screen, there's one receiver running a clear out route, and then on the top half of the screen, there's two receivers running clear out routes. Other than that, it's the same concept. Zach Wilson is going to take the snap. He is going to look towards the bottom of the screen, and doesn't love what he sees. You see a Denver player is kind of crashing in quickly to where it could get some yards, but probably not going to get a ton of yards right here. There is a chance of an incompletion, and, Wilson says, hey, this isn't the worst opportunity in the world, but let me see what my options are. He instead looks towards his right, and, it's also possible he was always intending to throw towards his right and just looked off to not give anything away. But he looks over here, and you see this is much more open. There's no Denver player really close to the receiver he wants to hit. Wilson's throw is maybe a bit low, but it's not terrible. It's still a solid throw. Looked like one of the Denver players signaled for fourth down, but that was on second down, so not sure what's going on there. But as a whole, again, maybe I over-exaggerated a little bit by saying it would be my favorite play of his last season, but it goes to show that he's understanding the offense a lot better than he was last year. Last year, he looked very out of his element. This year, he looks like an NFL quarterback who is trying things and who sort of knows what he's doing. He just isn't all the way there yet. That's kind of how I view Zach Wilson, and that's what this performance makes me view Zach Wilson. So again, some nice plays throughout. He still isn't coming out there looking like Mahomes. He's not looking like Aaron Rodgers. No, none of that stuff. But he's making some splash plays. He is making some good plays. He's running the offense a lot better. I think that, if this Zach Wilson was in some of those tough last year Zach Wilson games, he performs a lot better. And he's doing stuff like this, where he's getting to his second read, and he's saying, okay, this is kind of open, but I want to find this instead. Let me look in this direction instead. He's, the game's moving slower for him. Still might be a little bit fast, as I said, but it's definitely moving slower for him. That's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.